I'm Danny.
And I'm Althea.
And we are
DNA Live, baby.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's great to be back.
Yes, we're back and
better than ever.
Whatever. Anyway, we are good to go today. So I'm going to start with a couple of shout outs.
Let's go.
Okay, we're starting. First of all, I want to say shout out to Miss J and the Misfits, doing wonderful. You got to go check them out on IG because they are performing everywhere. They're going to be in New York City too. So please check them out on IG. It's Miss J, just the initial J and the Misfits, and go check them out. Also to Howard and Gina. Okay. They're the reasons why we have our guest here coming up soon. I want to give a big shout out to them because they've been fabulous so far. Howard, Howie. He's been great. And I think, we're going to be working well together. Also, a shout out to Chris Milo. Arisbella is doing phenomenal.
Arabella's killing it right now. Played all across the states.
Oh, love Chris Milo. And remember, just check him out too. Chris Milo, Milo, official on IG. You also got to remember that we're here to help all independent artists all the time. And we love all the feedback that we've been getting, even more recently, because we've made a few little changes here and there in our brand. And we've taken on new ventures. New stations. Definitely, we're going to be putting up the app on November, right? Yep, in November. In November, the app is going to be up so people can watch us live stream. Yep. Anywhere, Roku, Amazon, everywhere with the DNA brand. We have other places too that we are been adventuring. Shout out to Germany. Shout out to Paris. Yeah. And you already know. Shout out to Australia. Australia. You always show us love. But look, we got kangaroos in the audience. Okay, that was quiet. I thought it was a funny joke. Okay. I didn't understand it. Okay. Anyway. So with that said, I'm going to talk a little bit about my next guest coming up. He's a funk pop rock artist, and he's based in California, and you're going to learn more about him in a couple of minutes. His name is Ronkat, and he's coming up. So after this commercial break, be prepared. Sit there, get a beer, drink, whatever you want. Sit back and relax, baby, because this show is going to be on fire. Exactly. And big shout out to everybody, too. Shout out to our sponsors as well. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I am so sorry. Okay, shout out to our sponsors, Maverick Global Distribution, YNVS, yep. Natural Born Band, baby, The Hype Magazine, and Snapper. And Slapwoods. Exactly. There you go. So again, we'll be right back after commercial break with Ronkat. So be prepared. Be prepared, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands up. Right now we're inside a war with ourselves. Yo, America, are we gonna wake up from this? Where the real Americans at, you heard? Where we at? Man, you blinded and you lied, you just censor inside your own. Everyone pretends they love you, but messing you up in homes. Laughing without the way you can't even afford food. And everybody looking at you acting so rude. They thinking that they love you, your skin, that's what they see. They don't understand the militant while it be. But the anger that they got, they just play for each other. A civil war, they trying to come for us, kill one another. But I woke up last night, I gotta talk to my peers. Tell them, listen, we gotta march and what do we hear? You laughing, you crying, you angry, you feeling and skating. Saying with all the time, they just demonstrated. Leave you inside the cars, they don't wanna see you out. They leave you locked doors, breaking your jaws over locked. They lock you up, they wanna trap you, put you inside with a lock. It's mental block, cause all you ever hear is the cops screaming lifeless. Now all of a sudden we thinking prices. Putting that two there, be caught crashing in crisis. Now they hating how close with a phone next to each other's ears. But we're more social distancing, corona years. They try to act it like we ain't one inside our home. We acting like that we ain't one and one inside our home. I said, Lord, just go. I said, let's fight. You can't censor us anymore. We lie to the people.
And we're back.
And we're
ladies
back.
Gentlemen.
We are back.
We are
Okay.
back, ladies and gentlemen.
We are back. You want to say it again?
We are back. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. So I want to introduce our next guest. He is a funk, pop, rock superstar in my book.
Uh-oh.
And he goes by the name of Ronkat. So everybody, welcome Ronkat.
Ronkat.
Hey.
How are you, man? Welcome to DNA Live.
How are you?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Oh, he looks good. Doesn't he look good? Okay, you know, I'm gonna
Funkadelic, my friend.
you know what? But you know what? He has
Yes.
he has okay, because I was talking with Howie, obviously. And I said when I heard the music and everything, he reminds me of a little bit of Lenny Kravitz, a little bit of Jamal. I can't pronounce his name correctly. Jamiroquai. You remember him with the big hat? You remember him?
Jamiroquai.
Yeah, you remember him now,
Yeah, I do.
right?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that for?
Because I feel like he has his own artistry.
I am not
So
saying that.
I can't throw any names. I understand what the Lenny Kravitz will go, but I think honestly, when I heard him, he had a way different sound than most of them dudes.
I'm just saying
You know what I mean? So,
he's got the vibe, dude, and I'm in
Yeah.
love with you. You have no idea. So,
I'm in trouble.
okay. He's in California, dude. I can't walk that far. So anyway, you know what? I was impressed because obviously I told you I have 2 pages on you. Okay.
Yeah.
Very rare. But there are a few things I wanted to point out because I found it very interesting.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
Okay, so when he was 7 years old, his father took him to a jazz club in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Okay, so let me just shout out first to Marte, 97.3, The Heat in Michigan. Okay, that's why I was so impressed. I was like, we got our boy in Michigan. And he took you there, and then you started, he wanted you to play in a set or something.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit of how about that night went.
Yeah, the way the story goes is he took me to the club, and these jazz musicians, like heavy jazz musicians, one of them by the name of Grant Green was on stage, and he wanted me to sit in with him.
Oh, okay.
And so they said they were telling my father that, hey, he's too young, he can't, you don't you take your son home, it's past his bedtime. And my father said, why don't y'all let him, give him a chance to play and just give him a shot.
Yeah.
And so he finally talked him into it. And so what he would do is he would put me on stage, and then they would hear me play, and then he would snatch me off and start walking out the door, and they would be like, hey, what's going on? Bring him back up here. And then they would let me sit in for the rest of the night.
Oh, wow. So so now were you like a reoccurring artist there?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah. Like when they would come into town, this guy was like a blue note jazz artist. And so when he would come into town, I would just automatically, they would let me come up after that, that little initiation part there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So when that kind of like built what made you start playing the drums and stuff?
It's just been music all around, from like, I would hear it in the streets. I would hear R&B in the streets. And there was a jazz musician that lives right next door to my crib. I would wake up and hear boom, 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 boom. And then my parents would I think they would program them. Can you cuss on here? But
no, you can't cuss on here.
Okay, all right. So they were programming me to with just like top 40 music that was playing throughout my crib, and so I had all of that programming. And then when I would walk in the living room, my father would be playing music from every genre.
Right.
So I had like a library of just like music, just always playing all the time. Just
Okay, so which
Wow.
genre of music did you like gravitate more to at that time?
well, it was mainly this anything that was good. Like I would be hearing the hits on the top 40 stuff, and then the jazz was like fusion, so that was like so like avant-garde, like
Mhm.
Mm.
you know, and then you get in the funk in the streets.
Yeah.
It's just, R&B, like all the R&B. Motown was just like right across the way. So I'm getting all of this music and everything that was sounded really good, like Four Tops, Temptation, Jackson 5, all of that stuff just like it registers with me. And I just kind of just started resonating with that. And then I was writing songs, like I would write lyrics, I would write melody, and just be coming up with stuff, just making up stuff and singing around the house. It just would never leave me alone. Even to today, it doesn't leave me alone.
You know how cool that is, man, to even know the creativity. Like you've been around and you've seen the golden era really of music. In my eyes. I'm
Yeah.
a big Temptation and Motown fan.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And for you to be like, what I'm saying, across the way from that, and like, did you have any experience with any Motown artists?
Um, not that I can remember. Just more so that like everybody always played Motown music. It was just like it's from Smokey. All the family played Smokey. They played the Temptations and the Jackson 5 and just all of the Motown artists, and they were just like. I think maybe later on in my career, I've run up across Smokey. Just had some interaction with Smokey, and maybe the Jacksons, like some of the Jacksons, like Jermaine, kind of Jermaine. It's been to my house. It's been like really. When I write the book, it's just been really a really great journey musically. Just to be able to sit with some of these people and just like see their processes and then them appreciate mine, as well. Some of the stuff I never thought. I mean, I didn't know that some of it would even occur, but
It's the universe, man. And when you're true to the spirit of music, I always say, and then you always go with the current, like you never know, man. You never know who's gonna come in your doorstep.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you a question.
Ahead,
Was
bro.
that you? That was you rapping at the top, right?
Yes.
That's hot, man.
Oh man.
All right.
We're interviewing him. It's not the other way around, okay?
Listen, hold up. I gotta give you your flowers too, man. She plays you, right? And I'm sitting there because I'm DJing, I'm doing my little set, and I stop. I look, I go, and she goes, "That's the next week's
I
guest."
said, that's next week's
I
guest.
said, "Oh, thank God." I said, "Oh, thank God," because I love different sound. I love original music, man.
Yeah.
I love. You could see when an artist actually takes his craft serious, and you can see the influences in music that got him there through his music. A lot of times, you might see these artists come up like the TikTok artists. Sometimes they got an interview. No diss to any of them, but it's a lot different when a musician really comes up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's done it all. So
So
he's done it all. So.
bro, me and him are talking about Motown right now. He's talking about the Jacksons, a couple Jacksons coming to his house. I want to hear some more, man. I'm gonna be quiet right now, sit back and let her.
No, I'm just saying no, because there's another little tidbit for you here. Okay, so he's a songwriter and multi-platinum artist, producer, composer, Grammy and BMI award recipient. Okay, so now not only that, I read about he wrote for Lenny Kravitz, Jade, Tony Braxton, El DeBarge, George Clinton, Prince, Kanye West, Bootsy Collins, Shaq G, DJ Rick James. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Erykah Badu, Martika, Scarface, the Mary Jane Girls. In my house.
Yeah.
I grew up with the Mary Jane Girls. And Darius McCrary is that that's not Hootie, right? That's the wrong Darius, right?
No, that's the actor, Darius McCrary, the actor.
Okay, yeah, because I saw Darius and I thought of Hootie.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. And then you have all these other people, but I'm saying to myself, Lenny Kravitz, Jade, hello,
Yeah.
Tony Braxton, hello, El DeBarge, hello. I mean, you have such an arsenal of people that you have wrote for, and it's just like, what songs in particular with Jade? Are you talking? Don't walk
Yeah,
away.
that's my song.
Are
Yeah,
you kidding me?
she
yeah.
just almost fell out.
Wrote that
Yeah.
song.
Are
We
you
did,
kidding me?
we did the movie for the. Remember the movie Class Act with Kid and Play?
Yeah.
I scored some of the music in that movie along with my writing partner Vasal. And the first single we had off of that was a song called "I Want to Love You," and
Okay.
then after that, then "Don't Walk Away" came, and that
Don't
was
walk away.
yeah, "Don't Walk Away" was
That was probably one of my favorite songs from Jade. Don't walk away. Don't remember that song? Don't walk away, boy. Oh my God. I have a superstar in the building. Okay. So anyway, so in other words, okay, you know what I'm curious though? Okay, let's say you write a song.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So how do you go about like saying, okay, this song has to be sung by this artist? How does
I'm
that
gonna let
process
him
even
explain,
yeah,
and
how
then
does that
I'll
process
explain.
even work? I would like to know.
a lot of times, it's like being a tailor sometimes, like the record companies will bring us in something that needs to be tailor fit, and they might want a kind of certain kind of music, a certain kind of melody, or they might have heard of something that we did before,
Mhm.
or it might be a first time thing where they're giving us a shot, like if we first starting off, and they might put us with a certain artist. Because at the time when we did Jade, they were unknown. We discovered them, and so so we got the opportunity for the Class Act movie, and we were cutting demos on them at first, and then the song landed in the movie, and then it just kind of spiraled after that. A lot of times they'll have specific things like record companies have specific things that they want for an artist, or they might just let you just do your thing. Like if you
Right.
got hits already, they'll allow you to just kind of do your thing. And
And I
if you
just missed two more people on the list.
Go ahead.
I just realized I missed two more people.
Let's hear.
Prince and Kanye West.
yeah,
I'm done. I'm
yeah,
done with myself. I'm just I can't. I can't.
yeah.
Prince.
My friend Martika is a really good friend of mine. She was the one who introduced me to Lenny Kravitz, and me and her, we were really good. Right when we get together and write, we just just pops off natural. And so she was doing, she had did, Prince produced some of her, I think it was the first album,
Okay.
and so we were always kind of interacting with Prince. She I did a remix on one of his songs for her, and that's how we kind of got familiar. And then I continued to actually personally meet him. George Clinton took me to meet Prince for my birthday.
Oh, you know what? Don't even talk anymore because I am
Keep
getting
going.
too
Stop.
jealous here.
Stop. Just keep going.
Okay, keep going. Sorry.
Because I want to hear more. This is great.
I know. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He I told him that I was a big fan of Prince, and I was always doing something. Prince would send me artists to produce and different stuff over the years, but we never really got a chance to meet. And then one day they surprised me with they were taking me to see Prince and meet him at a show. And so me and George, we I forget, we were in Ohio or something, and he was playing at some arena there or something. And we drove ourselves there. And then we got out. And like normally, like with celebs, you think like, why are they putting up in a limo? But the psychology of it was like, well, you're expecting them to get out in the limo.
Right.
And so we did the opposite, but we were clean. I had on this big giant blue fur coat, and George had on his, multicolored hair. And we're walking up along the arena, and it's glass, and the fans are looking, and they're going like, that ain't George. They wouldn't be walking up, and they're just looking. And so it kind of gave us a pass. And so we walked all the way around to the entry where the buses were, and they knew who George were right away, the security and everything.
Yeah.
And then we walked down the hall and knocked on the door, and it was quiet. Prince didn't have no, and I mean nothing. You don't hear nobody passing out no cards and nothing back there. It's totally, the band is quiet, and George is going like, "Damn, man, it's like the doctor's office back here. Why so quiet, man?" So we knock on the door, and we was kind of a little lit, and Prince opened the door. And I saw about 25 princes in front of my face going out like this. And it was like the most beautiful person I ever seen.
Oh, wow.
He had on the high heel boots, but he was a stone player. He was, he was cool. So we walk in and his voice is really deep. He's like, "Y'all feeling all right?" And I'm fanning out like on the inside, but I'm trying to be cool, I'm fanning out on the inside. I'm going,
yeah, of course, I would be too.
But I'm like, "Yo, what's up? What's happening?
Yeah.
What's going down?" So we sit down and we talked a little bit, and he was just so cool.
Yeah.
And then we walked along the side of the stage, and this guy came up to me. He said, "You must really be somebody."
Oh.
And I was like, I'm looking around. I'm like, "That's what my mama told me."
That's what my mama told me. I love his remarks. Go ahead.
He said, because he don't let nobody. He don't let nobody. Ain't nobody just coming back here. And I'm with George. I'm in the band. I'm like, but he didn't know who I was, and I didn't know who he was.
Okay.
So, but Prince had like the tightest security at this place.
Yeah.
That like there was nothing popping off. I mean, he had the NOI like all around, like throughout the whole thing. Because in some of them states, you dress in androgynous and stuff, something might pop off.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of,
I'm living that moment with you because you know what, I think Prince. He knows Prince was my idol. And I wish I would have had the chance to meet him. I mean, I was probably in mourning for how long after his passing.
Yeah.
And I always wish that I grew up with him. I mean, there are thousands and millions of people out there that grew up with him, but
devastating.
Just to know that you had that moment with him too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's that is fabulous to have that type of moment with somebody that you really idolized.
Yeah.
Whew, that got me when why? Because I missed it on my little note page here, and I'm sitting there going, he did Prince too. Oh my God, he had Prince. He wrote for Prince. So what exactly did you write for him?
I just basically did like some remixes on some of his on some of his music with Martika. That's basically it. So
anything in particular?
Martika's Kitchen. I flipped it, but it had already been out, but I just kind of flipped it. And then that was pretty much it.
I mean, like Prince could have flipped me anytime. I don't care.
What?
I mean, I'm talking way before you.
Let me tell you this.
I'm talking before you.
So he actually sang my song back to me. Yeah, I told him, I was telling him who I was, and I said, I wrote that song, "Don't Walk Away."
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "You mean do-do-do-doom?
Oh,
do-do-do-doom, bang." He said, "Yeah, man, I know that song." He said, "I love that song." We just kind of, we kind of hit it off. It was cool.
Prince was that type of individual. That's why Prince was who he was. That's why he was so different. That's why everybody, gravitated to him, because he wasn't that normal mainstream type of artist. He was totally his own. That's what I like about him. He's his own artist. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's what I like about him. But I want to get to one of his videos.
Let's go.
Okay. Now, I want to go to No Driver, but I'll tell you why.
Good.
Because in my life, see, I have, how you have these songs that you love, right? Mm-hmm. So I was thinking about No Driver, and I was like, that is funny because two of my favorite all-time songs is Drive by the Cars, right?
Okay.
And then later on, it became Shut Up and Drive by Rihanna. Now, years later, I'm stuck on No Driver.
Mm.
Okay. So everybody can sit back and enjoy No Driver by Ronkat. Let's go.
Please make sure your seatbelt is fastened. For any questions, press the call support button to speak with a rider support agent.
I'm staring out the window. I feel like we could win, yeah. This could be the end though. I left my heart on San Francisco. 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 Looking to your rearview, look what's up ahead. The car without a driver, drive you through your bed. Driver, no driver. Driver, no driver. Driver, no driver. Got no destination, you got no place in mind. Driving all around this town, driving like you're blind. I try so hard to reach you, but you don't really care. I try to get inside your car, but there's nobody there. Driver, there's no driver. Driver, there's no driver. Driver, there's no driver. Not in at the stoplights, so far away from here. Your love has run me over. It's time to get out of here. Back that thing up on me. Lose your self-control. Now you find a driver. I'll help you find your soul. Driver, no driver. Driver, no driver. Driver, no driver.
Love that song.
I know.
It did give me a Prince vibe,
I told you.
and it did give me a. I just the video, the vision. Right?
I know what I'm talking about.
And a Lenny Kravitz kind of vibe.
There you
too.
go. See,
I
said it.
can't lie. I can't like when I saw it. I'm like, this
Love
is
that. Love that. It's
I was
like when we lost him, it's just like I felt like I don't know, I like to show my respect in some kind of way.
Right.
Like just for in remembrance of him.
Mm.
You know, just pieces of little things that he influenced me, and just doing it my own way, but yet still just pay my respects. So.
You know what? Because like you're a guitarist, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not only what I loved about Prince, not just the music and stuff like that, but when he performed, he performed.
Yeah.
And the one thing that always will get me is when he did the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
I was about to get on that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's hot.
I'm trying to say it's like
Yeah.
there have been it's like the Whitney Houston doing the Star Spangled Banner. There is no replacement. And I felt the same way because I know they say, oh, Michael Jackson did a great job too, but he's not Prince. Michael Jackson and Prince totally
Oh,
two
absolutely.
different
Absolutely.
individuals.
You can't compare them. You can't compare them.
But that's what I'm trying, that's what I was trying to say because Prince was a phenomenal artist, magician, because he was able to mesmerize his audience.
Most beautiful.
I can go through it.
Yeah.
And that's why and that's why I see I know how to pick artists. Thank you, Howie.
You definitely do.
Because because like a lot of times they say about the show and everything that we have artists and whatever, whatnot. And I'm always looking for them. And I tell them, I said, just don't think, we're going to put any artist on. They have to move us. Okay. They have to be people who are true to their art and they work for that living, So when I heard you and I said to him, he reminds me a little bit of Prince. He reminds me a little bit of Lenny Kravitz. And it's not just the hair. It's the whole, it's everything. He's got the whole package again. Can you dance too?
Yeah, I can dance.
Okay, let's see. We got the trifecta, Higgin. We got 2 trifectas in our arsenal. We got Mr. Dance, guitar, music, songwriter. He's got everything. See, you're even speechless. You can't even say anything right now.
I want to ask him though about the James Brown and the Kanye.
Oh, okay. What?
Yeah.
Oh, Kanye West?
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you do for Kanye?
Okay, so my friend, longtime friend of mine, is Kanye's first cousin.
Okay.
And Kanye gave him the opportunity to write this. It's like it was a hip hop haunted movie for the music for the movie.
All right.
And it never materialized. And he had us write like about 25 songs.
Oh, wow.
And then for whatever reason, he scrapped the whole
project,
whatever. So, but we wrote those songs. He had us in the studio every day. The man is a is a workaholic, like anybody doing this stuff. And he has a really good work ethic, and he knows how to pick the beats. He knows exactly what he wants. He's really a genius,
right?
Of a artist.
Wow. But what did you write for Lenny Kravitz?
I have a song that me and Lenny did, and I actually wrote the song, and he's playing on it. And I'm probably going to release that at some point.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah. I don't think Lenny remembers. He came to my house and we cut it. But I still have.
Lenny was in your house.
Oh yeah. I have.
And you did not call me and say, "Yo, out there."
We've hung many times. Like Lenny, I introduced.
Wait, hold on. Whoa. You just said many times?
Oh yeah. Not in the last few years or so, but like a while back. And I introduced him to Rick James at the house.
I just dropped my notes.
Yeah.
I just dropped my notes.
My thing now, I want to know what's up with Rick James.
Now you want to know I want to still go back with Lenny.
All right. Keep going.
Okay. So wait, with Lenny though, you wrote, so you wrote, what in particular so you haven't even released that song yet?
I haven't released the song.
You haven't released the song?
No, I haven't released the song. I've been sitting on it for years, but I'm gonna release it. I've been just like tweaking it and messing around with it. Then I let it sit and not,
Can you just give us the name of the song?
No, he can't give us the name of the song. He doesn't have to. No, you don't have to give us the name. Okay, give us the name.
I don't think I even named it yet.
Oh,
but
geez.
I have the song though.
Okay, we'll keep the song.
Yeah.
and let us get the exclusive.
Mhm.
Exactly, please.
Definitely,
There we go.
definitely.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all.
I'll do
Yeah.
that. I'll
That's
do
all
that.
you have
I'll
to
do that.
say.
I'll do that. Yeah.
That's all you had to say.
Yeah.
And Lenny's phone number. So moving on.
I want to know about the Rick James.
Okay,
one,
so
though.
he wants to also know about Rick James. Go ahead.
Let's see. I met Rick through one of the Mary Jane girls, which is my first son's mom, Maxie. And so she introduced me to Rick, and me and him became like instant friends. I met Rick and George at the same time,
Oh wow.
and I really didn't know that, you know, that there was like this little thing
I used
between
to love
them.
Rick James too.
But they're both just so amazing just to be around. And but I met Rick, and he heard some of my music, and I had wrote a song for him, and he was like, Ron, you need to keep that for you. You know?
Oh yeah.
And but then he said he heard some more of my stuff, and then he was like, I want that song. And it was a song called Funk with Me.
Funk with
And it was just like right after he got out of prison.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah.
I can't even say the word. Holy.
The song is hot.
Oh my
I wish he would have got like some more play, but like I think it could still be a smash, but it's
I'm glad I got your phone number, Ron. Let me tell you. I'm glad I got your phone number. The stories that this guy can give me, and I'm not talking about like, bragging about or anything. I'm just talking the juice that I can get with this guy. And I can live through everything that you've done so far. You know what I'm trying to say? It's fun. It's exciting. And it's, just to have that you don't know how valuable that is for you. You know what I'm trying to say? That is such
But
value.
that's his journey in music.
Right, but that's what I'm talking, that's what I'm saying. All that, I mean, I just looked and I just saw another one too. Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
Ron, I'm really starting to hate you right now. Okay. I'm like looking, going, I grew up with these people. Okay. You have no right to them before I do. I'm going to give you some catitude right now. You have no idea.
Catitude,
like,
yeah. Drop it on. Yeah, Catitude drops on the when does it drop? The 27th.
27th, right?
Yeah, 27th.
September 27th.
I'm definitely gonna keep spinning that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely keep spinning that in the DNA.
But I mean, okay, so he plays. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go.
No, because I would say you play guitar, you play bass, right? Keyboard, percussion, drums, harmonica. Okay, let me know, Mr. Ron. Is there anything you do not do?
I try to keep it all legal.
Okay, there we go. That's my boy. That's my boy. That's my boy. You have no idea. It's just like I think it's every artist's not dream. I think it's very special. I'm trying to think of the very good words I can use, because you are so gifted, and to have the chance to be with others in the industry to learn from and to teach. He's doing both. You know what I'm saying? He's doing both.
His music speaks for itself. That's all I gotta say. Your music is.
Thank you. It truly is a blessing. Thank you guys for having me.
No. Listen,
Your music
I
is
can.
classic.
If I could, I would bow down right now, but I got to back. But I would pray to you. I'd be like, he's my God. He's my music God.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I have never heard her ever say that. Yo, give it up.
Okay. You know why I say that? Okay. I'll tell you why. I'm an old soul. Okay.
Whoa.
But the thing is that how very much, I mean, we got only like, there are a few artists that I will, Miss J and Chris Milo. Okay. Though, and K Rhymes. These guys, for me, are all different, right? But these are guys that I praise. These are people that I love to work with, because they just, when somebody moves me, they move me. and he moves me. He moves me not to Lenny Kravitz, but he moves me. He'll move me if he gives me the phone number for Lenny Kravitz. I'm just saying, well, you don't look at me like that.
First off,
I won't leave you. Well, unless Lenny calls me.
I can't.
Yeah.
She went viral right there. Lenny Kravitz, please give her your number.
Oh, Jesus.
Get out of here. But listen, but is there any more goals that you want to do in music? Or do you feel like you reached the? Not saying that you reached it because music you never.
I don't think he's even reached his peak. I think he's like almost to the top.
No. My question to him is: do you feel like a lot of the stuff that you're doing in your journey is already, like when you go back and you look at everything that you did in your journey, all the people that you met inside your journey, right? This is just as an artist. Do you just go back and you reminisce of the time when you were like younger and thinking about, man, like I just can't believe this is my journey right now? You look at certain awards and you're just like, whoa,
yeah,
I made an impact in music.
Yeah. It's truly it was a blind faith to even, because some of this stuff I don't know. I believed in myself. I think I believed in myself when I was younger than I did now, because I just didn't care. I was just like, I'm going for this, because I had a lot of people tell me when I got to California, they was like, man, you need to go back home, bro. And they ended up going back home, and I ended up staying and just, doing my thing and just meeting the right people. And, it was a struggle. It was a battle. I still feel like there's still a lot more to do, and I have a lot more to say. And music doesn't leave me. It doesn't like phrases and things. I want to try to help the world with music. If it's just a phrase or, I just want to make my contribution and make art with music. I'd like to do more visual art with music, like 3D kind of things where, you walk into a place and, feel the music and,
well, you can contribute to the Althea Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah.
And get me a hello from Lenny. That's my dream.
I'll do that.
That's my dream. So speaking of love,
go ahead,
because I love him.
Let's go.
I love this guy.
Yep.
So I want to get to his next music video, and it's actually, I think it would have been a dedication from Lenny to me had he done the song himself. But it's called "Love Me for Today," and I want to play that video right now because it's one of my favorite songs too.
Yeah, we charted with that.
I love this song. Go ahead, dude.
Take a look around. All I see is
for today. Yeah, baby. Okay. Let me just fan myself just one more time. Okay. Love me for today. You know what? He reminds me also. Okay, not the singing. I don't know. It's not. I think it's the aura. Okay, because I also used to love Terrence Trent D'Arby,
Mm.
and he has that little bit of a vibe of him too. I mean, he's okay. I'm not saying he's them. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is he brings me back into a time where the music you felt he penetrates you. You understand? The music, the vibe, the singing, the lyrics, everything. He's penetrating, just like Prince, just like Lenny Kravitz, just like these other people that, I'm trying to say. It's just like he has that same vibe. That's what I love about the people that we've had on the show, is because when you have a special talent like that, and we're going to have always people like him that come on the show because we don't expect less.
Mm.
And he's more, and you got to top this guy. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like you got to top, and nobody can top this guy.
My thing is with him, he's original. So you can't like. Thing is, you got people nowadays, right? They'll go on the computer and go and then boom, make a guitar thing. These dudes are making the guitar sound and making the guitar speak to you.
Right. Exactly.
So like when I'm hearing the records and I'm hearing what he's doing,
Mhm.
you can hear the difference between somebody that just goes on the computer and uses the virtual to feeling that soul of basically real instruments being played, real musicians coming in. So that song, you said it was charted too as well, right?
Right.
Yeah, it charted like number 17 on the adult contemporary, and then Love Safe did I think it went to 20 or something.
22, I think. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, Love Safe.
did my
That's the
research.
other song, yeah. Mhm.
I did my research.
That's hilarious.
I look you up.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny?
I did my research.
We both 22, brother. We both 22.
Oh, that's right.
I got on the bills with the sale inside the Spanish market 22.
I
So
did.
we both got 22, boy. We both got 22.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And I was
I love
20,
it, though.
and I was 22 when I fell in love with Lenny Kravitz.
Oh my!
No,
I love this.
I'm just, I'm just, you know what? He was, during the show when we're playing a music video or something, we do these little notes to each other, because I'll say to him, what I think about it, and he'll write it back to me. So all I was doing was saying, about the video and everything. And he's like, "Stop getting all crazy over there. Stop getting all, hot over there." I'm like, "Baby, I am hot. You don't know these, no drive." Like I told you, my 3 favorites. And I'm not lying, because Cars with the song, "Who's Gonna Drive You Home?" Love that song, and Rihanna,
Great
"Shut
song.
Up and Drive." The word drive. So I thought it was funny then, that he had the song.
No, my first thing too, and I want to say to him real quick.
Okay, guy.
You're dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank
I
you.
think you can definitely be in any era and still kill it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like your music is time capsule.
Yes.
Thank you.
So put your
Wow.
music and Lenny Kravitz in a capsule, bring it to my house, and I'll keep it there.
You can go to Lenny. Can you give her Lenny's address so she can get away from me? So
No,
she can
don't
knock on
do
the
that.
door?
No, he does not need a stalker from New York. No, he doesn't. No.
She just pops up. You see the big huge hair, like
He'd be like, "What?
looking and be like,
What'd
"What'd you do?
What'd you do? Why did you say that?"
Yeah, but listen, let's stop. But on a serious note, though, your music is iconic. I love the way it sounds,
Mhm.
and it's timeless.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I could play that all day, all the time, and I wouldn't even get bored of it.
No. And that's what makes
know what
the
I'm saying?
song so good, because I will say, okay, cute little story. What happened was, one of his friends needed a verse in one of your songs, right? And remember he asked me, he goes, "What would you put in that about this song? What do you think about this song?" And I would say the same thing about that song. "I'll never get sick of it." And what did he do? He put that verse in Danny's song. "You'll never get sick of it." That's the song. That's the type of song. I'll never get
No,
sick
I
of
would
it.
never get sick of that one.
I could
or the
play
one
it all the
Drive.
time.
It's a concept that's dope, and it's the feeling that's dope. That's what's
Mhm.
missing in the music nowadays. That nobody has that feeling,
Yep.
and nobody, like, a lot of artists don't know how to get that feeling.
Yeah.
Like your
So
music, you can listen to and you'll be like, "Whoa!" You're gonna stay in that zone.
yeah.
Mm.
You're not gonna come out of it.
So I think I'm so thankful you came on our show. Shout out to to the band how do you say Catadelic?
It's just cat delic. Yeah.
Catdelic.
Cat Delic.
Yeah.
Catdelic.
After the K. Yeah.
Okay, because they all got catitudes.
Yeah.
you know?
They got attitude. It's the
Woo.
state of mind. Yeah.
I'm just telling you. I mean, they do fabulous work with them too, because you always got to have that. When you have a great team that you
Mhm.
do, everything just is more enhanced.
Mhm.
With the music and everything. So, shout out. And
Yeah.
if
Shout out
anything,
to cat.
there you go. Shout out to Lenny, my boy. Go ahead.
Shout out. I'll call you.
All right. Yeah. Okay. No problem. We shout out Lenny Kravitz. Love you, guy.
All right.
American woman right here.
That's
So-
right.
American Nightmare.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I'm not a
next.
nightmare. Okay. I'm not.
Go
So
ahead.
again, thank you so much for coming on the show, Ron.
Thank you
I
for
really
having me.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
And don't forget that exclusive.
Yeah.
But let everybody know where they can find you on all
Yeah,
social media.
You go to ronkatspearman.com and you can get all my links. And the Catitude record again drops on 9/27.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be at Yoshi's for Halloween. So if anybody's in the Oakland area,
Oh wow!
go there and party
Is
with
Lenny
us.
going to be there?
He might. No.
Okay. I'm going to Oakland. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. Anywhere else?
And that's pretty much it. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. And just remember, Ronkat. That's Ronkat.
AT. Yeah.
Spearman, Spearman. Don't forget that, people. Check out his songs. No Driver, Love You for Today. That was sung to me by Lenny Kravitz. I'm not kidding. And we enjoyed you all. Thank you, Howie. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Barry. And we appreciate you so much, Ronkat. So you take it easy. Having you here was a pleasure. Anything that you want to say before we say peace out, everybody?
Just keep that catitude.
There you go. Keep the catitude, baby.
You know.
See you next week, everybody. This is DNA signing off.
See you guys. Catch us later, man.